Hey everybody. So I finished rereading the Mike Resnick series on the Velvet Comet. There's only four of them. That's all four. That is the fourth one, which is Eros at Nadir. And it's the end of sex in space, right? No more of it. So the author spent three books talking about this super high-end, up in space brothel with crazy expensive everything you can imagine, from shops to casinos to the obvious, right? Where you have sort of the pretty woman of the of space, right? So you have these very high class prostitutes, both male and female, equal opportunity, um, that are up there. Just nobody can afford these except for the richest people in the galaxy, and of course they all have a heart of gold, and that's what we've been told for three books. Everybody wants to work there because you get paid so much. It's a glamorous lifestyle. Look at this place; it's fantastic. And then along comes book four, right? Because in book three, no spoilers here, the brothel got shut down due to various reasons. But in book four, what do you do with this giant space station? You make a movie out of it, right? So they're going to make a movie about this thing, and of course they hire somebody to go write it. He's torn because now he discovers the truth of what it's like to actually have worked there as a prostitute. Lots of suicides, lots of people went crazy, early fatalities from mutated venereal diseases. All kinds of things went wrong if you chose this way to make a living. Very few people made it to old age, right? Most of them went crazy or killed themselves shortly after leaving 3 or 4 year employment. And let's face it, it's something you age out of very quickly, because if you're spending that much money, you want somebody super hot and super young, apparently. And it shows the non-glamorous side of it. And of course, the guy who's writing the movie is struggling with, do I write it the way people want to see it? Do I write the pretty woman story, or do I write what it's really like? And he's torn throughout the entire book of, which way do I go with this? This is what people will pay to see. That's what I'm being paid to write, but this is the truth. And which one of those two stories do you write? Because one, people will go to a movie and watch it over and over and over again, and one, people won't necessarily go see that. So it's a great way to end the series, because you spent three books kind of living with, this is, everybody wants to live this lifestyle. He's trying to convince you that it's absolutely glamorous and there's nothing wrong with it, no moral hazards, and of course we take all the precautions to make sure nobody catches a disease. And then in the fourth book, lowers the hammer, bam, and tells us the truth. It's a great way to end the series, I thought. Mike Resnick, who's no longer with us, he's passed away, is a very prolific sci-fi writer, and this was an interesting series. It's not erotica, it's not about the sex, it's more about the people that work there, which I think makes it a little more interesting than your 50 Shades of whatever. But if you want to read the series, it's out there on Kindle. Highly recommend it. They're very quick reads. There's something you can read on an airplane ride or two, and if you got a weekend, you could probably crank through two of them. I cranked through them in probably a day or day and a half a piece. Of spare time. I wasn't reading all day. So anyway, if you enjoy this sort of thing, it's great. It's a character driven story. It's not a action driven story, which I think makes it a little more interesting. There is action in it, but it's much more about the goings on outside of the fantasy rooms than it is about what goes on in them. So enjoy the series. Click like, subscribe, follow, and I hope you have enjoyed all four of these videos. And I'm not sure what book is coming up next, but we'll see you on the next book discussion video. Everybody have a great day.